Raymond.
And before we start debate number 2, big breaking news coming in. The government of India has issued a new advisory. Abhishek Kapoor, our executive editor, has details. And these are really, really major steps taken by the government. Essentially, and Abhishek will give us all the details, all existing visas to India stand suspended. But that's not all. There's a lot more as well, isn't there, Abhishek? Please.
Arnab, this is huge. This is a decision taken by the group of ministers based on an advice from a committee of secretaries. And given the seriousness of the situation, given the spread of coronavirus and the fact that it's not stopping and not showing any sign of attenuating, the government of India has decided to suspend all visas, all existing visas, so that people from across the world now cannot travel to India beginning midnight of tomorrow, that is 13th of March, till 15th of April. That's the decision. So for a month and 2 days, no one is welcome to India. It's a tough decision. It has been taken keeping in mind quarantine measures, keeping in mind the fact that social quarantine is not very easy in a country of the size of population of India, and that is why this difficult decision. Some exceptions have been made. For example, diplomats are allowed to travel. Officials of the government of India and of other governments are allowed to travel on official passports and visas. United Nations and related international organizations, diplomats are allowed to travel. Employees of corporations are allowed to travel. Of course, they have to show the need to travel or urgency to travel. Then there are project visas specific to corporations, both of the private and the public sector. They are allowed to travel. And apart from that, even those OCI card holders, as in overseas citizens of India, even those people cannot travel.
So essentially, all those planning to just come to India for a vacation or just to travel in India cannot travel to India anymore. That's what you're saying. My second question is, you know, you have a quarantine list out here of countries. Now, there's been a lot of concern about Indian students stranded in countries which are affected by corona, like Italy, for example. We have been told that all Indian nationals, even if you're an Indian national, Indian passport, you come from Korea, France, Spain, Germany, Italy, China, you're going to be quarantined for a minimum period of 14 days. So Indian student coming back to his own country is going to be quarantined, even if he does not have any symptoms of the disease.
Well, absolutely. In fact, anyone traveling from all these affected countries are going to be quarantined. But not only that, the government of India has gone even further and decided that they would be sending medical teams to these countries and would be carrying out preliminary checks even at the ports of travel or ports of origin of the travel, so that the possibility of anyone seeping in and coming to India carrying the virus is really ruled out.
And what about those Indians coming back from other countries?
The virus is that it has a long gestation period. Well, Arnab, they are not allowed to travel at all. I mean, effectively, all visas, it's a very big...
No, I'm talking about Indian nationals, not visas. What Indian nationals?
All existing standing visas. Well, Indian nationals can travel, but then they have to be compulsorily quarantined for 14 days. That is the SOP that has been put in place.
If they are coming from those countries.
Just a while back, Arnab.
If they are coming from those specific countries.
Exactly, if they are coming from those countries.
So if you're coming from other countries...
Even otherwise, Arnab, I believe... even if you are traveling from other countries, the advisory specifically says, Arnab, that Indian nationals are strongly advised to avoid all non-essential travel, and incoming travelers, including Indian nationals, that answers your question. International travelers, including Indian nationals, are advised to avoid non-essential travel and are informed that they can be quarantined for a minimum of 14 days on arrival in India based on the checks.
Based on
the checks, yes. So everyone would be compulsorily checked at the airport, and then if the government, if the officers there, medical team there decide that the person has to be quarantined, they would be compulsorily quarantined.
Okay, and so you know it's a very strong steps taken by the government. And clearly the government's taking no chances in the fight against corona. Thank you very much, Abhishek, for that. Thank you. Lay more details, ladies and gentlemen, on republicworld.com. And also the Press Information Bureau, Government of India press release. I'm going to put this out on republicworld.com. Should be up in a couple of minutes. You can check our site. Ladies and gentlemen, all your questions will be answered there. Now, a massive fight has broken out between Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. It's an ugly, despicable fight between the mother-son duo. They are so divided over Jyotiraditya Scindia's exit that they've even let out the truth about their political opportunism in Maharashtra. How mother and son were fighting about the Maharashtra equation. Now let's debate.
It's being touted as the biggest political coup of the decade. 49-year-old former Rahul Gandhi aide Jyotiraditya Scindia's dramatic entry into the Bharatiya Janata Party and his revelations on the Vadra Congress's functioning has split the Congress right down to the middle.
जहां रोजगार के अवसर नहीं उत्पन्न हो पाए हैं, वहां भ्रष्टाचार के बड़े अवसर उत्पन्न हो चुके हैं। आज एक ट्रांसफर उद्योग चल रहा है मध्य प्रदेश में, रेत का माफिया चल रहा है मध्य प्रदेश में, जो आज के नहीं लेकिन भविष्य की चुनौतियों को परखना और परखने के बाद उनकी सामना करने के लिए योजना बनाना, ये जो क्षमता उनमें है, मैं मानता हूं कि भारत का भविष्य पूर्ण रूप से उनके हाथों में सुरक्षित है।
So in a failed attempt to claim a high moral ground, Sonia Gandhi loyalists, the old guard, like these leaders in the Congress Working Committee, are preaching ethics.
साल में 17 साल तक इनको पदों पे रखा है, मेंबर पार्लियामेंट रखा है, केंद्रीय मंत्री बनाया है और मौका आने पर मौका परिस्थिति दिखाई है, इनको जनता माफ नहीं करेगी।
From traitor to opportunist, they've resorted to name-calling to demonize the entire Scindia family. But here's a reality check, and it's coming from none other than the Rahul Gandhi camp.
This government is very fragile, and anybody can exploit the situation.
Tonight, they're being reminded of what they did 104 days ago for power. Even new allies have this message today.
बात को 100% बात देगी ड्यूटी चला है, शिवसेना को साथ लेकर उनको लीडरशिप देके चला है।
जैसे आपने कहा कि मध्य प्रदेश में सियासी आपातकाल शुरू हुआ है, लेकिन इसके लिए जिम्मेदार मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी को नहीं मानता हूँ।
So as the mother and son fight it out through camps, do they have any right to talk about political ethics? Let's debate.
Such an unfortunate reality. But mother and son are fighting. Now they say in the open, Manisha, Priyam, they say that we should have never formed the government in Maharashtra, that we compromised. Sanjay Nirupam fielded by Rahul Gandhi to attack Sonia Gandhi for a decision to join hands to form the government, advised by Ahmed Patel. I saw this coming, but so ugly. Anand, Praful Ketkar, so incredible, so much at each other's throats. Their dirty linen of their family being washed in public on the streets of Lutyens. It's disgusting, Anand, isn't it? Completely disgusting. Which is why I think the appropriate hashtag for the evening is back off Vadras. This negative family reeks and stinks of negativity. Must be packed off now. What do you say?
Yeah, the problem, Arnab, is if they pack off, they won't be able to come back because there is a moratorium on people returning to India. So, but fact of the matter is, on a serious note, who is in charge? I really want to know. Is Rahul Gandhi in charge? Or is Sonia Gandhi in charge? Or is Robert Vadra in charge? Or is Priyanka Gandhi in charge? Who is in charge in the Congress party? I really don't know the answer to that question. In fact, I dare say we don't know the answer to the question for the last 10 years. And the fact of the matter is, Congress talking about political opportunism is the height of irony. I mean, these guys, they are built upon layers and layers and bricks and stories
BJP
of
is becoming
political
Congress
opportunism.
Mark II.
What they have, they forgotten.
What about the party with a difference? Party with ideology and organizing principles of BJP.
No, of course.
They take any Tom, Dick and Harry from any party. How is it different from any other party? What happens to political ideology, principles, ethics? This gentleman was defending Congress.
You know, let me answer your what about. We are talking about the Congress, not the BJP. It goes without question that BJP is also not Doodh Ka Dhula.
In the country.
And
we are talking
Mr.
about the country
Scindia
and
is also not
politics.
Doodh Ka Dhula.
Congress is,
Everyone is
Congress is just
an
one political
opportunist
party like
in this,
BJP.
in this world of politics.
No, I think today, therefore, more appropriately, the question to ask is Prafullo Ketkar. Okay, let's get Prafullo with Manisha. Question is today. Look at the remarkable turn of events. You have this man called Sanjay Nirupam. His only contribution to Indian public life has been licking the boots of everyone out there in the Congress party who's part of the Rahul Gandhi camp. Rahul Gandhi tells him, go attack my mother. He immediately goes, Prafullo Ketkar immediately goes and says that Sonia Gandhi did a terrible thing. The Congress should never have been part of this government. When the government falls, the biggest damage will be to us. What do you call this? How do you define what's happening here? You don't need anything complex. Mother and son are at war. The ship is sinking, Manisha. Absolutely. The question is who jumps first?
Absolutely.
Mother or son?
Kamalnath was, Kamalnath was made chief minister, sidelining Jyotiraditya Scindia was a clear-cut decision by Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, and Rahul Gandhi camp is at loggerheads with Sonia camp. This is it is ideological bankruptcy, organizational bankruptcy. Everywhere, and there is a leadership crisis. So you don't know. Okay. You don't know what is happening
what
in
kind
Congress.
of a bankruptcy
it is in
would you call?
This is very unfortunate.
Could you tell me what kind of bankruptcy it is when the same man, Jyotiraditya Scindia, resounded with Rahul Gandhi when it came to Chaukidar Chor Hai, and now he says India's future is secure under the leadership of Modi. Hypocrisy just died a million deaths, sir, when the same man who used to criticize Modi ji called him Chaukidar Chor Hai along with Rahul Gandhi. Why? So Gordon Gekko once said greed is good. In the case of Jyotiraditya Scindia, a fan of Gordon Gekko, greed is very, very good. He sold out his own father. His father says BJPs are Deshdrohis, and today he joins the same party after getting Chief Minister, Power Minister, Independent Charge, Commerce and Industry Minister. Also,
under the
he
rule
was made a
of
Minister of
Mr.
Information
Chauhan,
Technology.
it was very difficult to create a space.
He sold
it was
his
only
soul today.
Jyotiraditya Scindia who created a space for Congress.
I ask a question.
And once the
what is
space
the
was created,
between
then
Amit
after
Shah,
Jyotiraditya Scindia has been thrown out. Just because of that, Sonia ji wanted to keep Kamalnath.
The art of the deal, as said by his aunt, is Yashodhara Raje gave the art of the deal. The art of the deal is Rajya Sabha membership. The art of the deal is central ministry. The art of the deal is
Rajya Sabha membership. Don't misquote the things. Actually, Congress never support youth. Congress has been against youth.
Who
are the people who are pointing finger toward BJP? Who can't keep their flock together?
You BJP.
But people who can't keep their flock together. People who are deep into corruption. The party, the family, everyone, the government, the state government. The seep of corruption, when there are accusations within the party against the family of corruption, there are charges of corruption against the government. When there are charges of corruption within the party, Jyotiraditya Scindia ji is on record.
Okay, one second. Let me put it differently. You see now what is the option? Now I think the more logical option in today's circumstances is this. The more logical option is that since the fight is out in the open, what is the more decent thing to do? No, one second. There is no, 1 minute please, 1 second. Can I? Okay, so let me ask Manisha this. and we'll bounce it off Praful. Manisha and Anand, let them come into the debate. Since the fight is out in the open, and since Rahul Gandhi has made the move to declare war on his mother's camp, and since it's all, there's nothing to hide now anymore, and since Udit Raj is supporting Rahul Gandhi and Ahmed Patel is supporting Sonia Gandhi, do you think, Manisha, it is a better option if both mother and son and daughter and son-in-law are packed off? Because otherwise, this is going to be disgusting. This power-hungry Vadras can go to any extent. But do we need this? This country, as I said yesterday, needs an opposition. But this family, Manisha, it is such a repugnant influence on our public life. Is it, I mean, that's why so many people are supporting the hashtag Pack Off Vadras today. You know why they are? Because it's symptomatic of the way people feel about this family.
No.
You know, they have no ideology.
So
they have no purpose. There's only personal profit and gain. Yes, Manisha.
So how many times must the cannonballs fly? Here was Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who stood out against his own Prime Minister then. Manmohan Singh went off to the press club, wanted to tear off a particular ordinance that the then government was putting in place for those who could be or were convicted of criminal offence. They should not be debarred from coming. So which was the higher moral order? The higher moral order was this ordinance of the government, or this young gent who went and tore it up. This gentleman called Rahul Gandhi, I remember 2012 Punjab, he wanted to do youth politics, was in Punjab University. That, whole overhaul, etc. I have not seen one convincing speech speaking of any kind of ideology or stand by Mr. Rahul Gandhi. On now, off now. Speeches assisted by Jyotiraditya Scindia. The man from the same picture frame, I remember that moment when Mr. Jyotiraditya Scindia was assisting him with a written speech on the floor of the parliament. Now the man assisting him with the written speech gone. Now he wants to wage a battle on his mother. It's clearly something which is a family matter, and it is best pursued by them.
I don't think it's a family matter anymore.
This is not ideology. None of them went in for the national movement. They are not people who give us any alternative, and therefore I don't think they are the legitimate inheritors of a party that claims to be the inheritor of a legacy.
But they have held everybody in the party as their prisoners.
Clearly they don't understand the intricacies of politics.
But can I ask you, who according to you?
They do not stand for any ideology.
Who according to you?
Anand is asking a question.
One particular cabal
who according to you?
Mr. Venugopal. Let me conclude.
Who according to you suits best the post of the Congress president? Do you have a name?
I don't know.
Is it Sachin Pilot?
Let them hold an election. Let them hold an election and let us see. No, why should I tell you? I'm not somebody who runs that political party or believes in whatever they do for the last 20 years or so. Has that party ever come out and given us a white paper?
No, but you're a political analyst. You must have thought of a few names.
Today, Mr. Jyotiraditya Scindia. No, I don't think on behalf of political parties. I analyze political situations. And clearly, this is not a situation when people who do not understand the sense of politics of their own party, cannot lead their own party, cannot do anything for their own party, have no administrative or political experience, should be heaped on the people of India as a choice. Clearly, there's some other interest which is not public interest. It is not in
How about Captain Amrinder?
And it is for Mr. Venugopal. No, it is for Mr. Venugopal and Chako to explain. They are the only ones who come out and explain things. So I don't understand.
I think the option is clear. Either
do they have an organizational setup?
No. I think India. I'll put it more simply. I don't even want to be very complicated about it. Anand, fact of the matter.
I think, Arnab, as you
India
said
is sick and tired of this family. This family should get the message.
The problem is that the Gandhis cannot provide that strong opposition.
No, they are not Gandhis. How do you call them the Gandhis?
And there
By
are
what
so
definition are they the Gandhis?
Can.
The name is, they are interlopers of the Gandhi name.
Yeah, all right,
the
Gandhi
only
Vadras.
true Gandhi was Mahatma Gandhi. These people are interlopers of that name. They are more appropriately called in present context as Vadras. And I think that's how we should refer to it. I think the people of this country are saying Vadras, pack off Vadras. Question to you tonight is, the man with the Boris Johnson accent in the Shiv Sena, his name is Vijay Krishna. Vijay, tell me, do you feel guilty today? Do you want to tell the people of this country how you feel? You know, even Sharad Pawar has said today. Sharad Pawar has attacked the Congress party on the removal of Jyotiraditya Scindia. But only and only the Sonia Sena has decided they will be the last people standing. In fact, I think Vijay Krishna, Prafulla Ketkar will be the last man standing with Rahul Gandhi. There is going to be nobody left. There will be Uddhav Thackeray standing next to him. What an embarrassing situation. Today, in fact, the Congress leader Sanjay Nirupam said...
Maybe Aditya Thackeray. Another...
Arnab Goswami ji, are you done with your rhetoric? Can I come in and speak a few meaningful sentences on your channel? Remembering the martyrdom of
speaking about dynasty is a rhetoric.
Maharaj, who fought
I have learned this rhetoric from Mr. Balasaheb Thackeray. Do you mean to say Balasaheb Thackeray used to use rhetoric against the Gandhi Vadra family?
Not drown my
I have learned this rhetoric from Balasaheb Thackeray.
You can
we
go ahead.
We revered him the most for the stand. He is the only man who didn't.
I would like to say that do not try to fish in
that I never said so. He had the guts to say and do whatever he wanted to. He was not like his dynastic, son and grandson.
Valid observation about Jyotiraditya Scindia ji, that he was an excellent youth leader. But I've got my own observation that in any political party we need experienced minds. Even at the age of 90 years, correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, really?
Bhagavan Sri Krishna
ask Yuva Sena
the chariot, drove the chariot in the battlefield. Please do not undermine any politician just because he's 80 years old. As long as he's healthier. We also need youth. We also need old people to be in the political arena.
I think we need to hear the words of Jyotiraditya Scindia a little closer. I think we need to hear the words of Jyotiraditya little closer. I'll tell you what Jyotiraditya Scindia said today at that press conference. We run the shots of that. Sardar R.P. Singh is on the debate. Sardar R.P. Singh with Dinesh Vashni. You know what Jyotiraditya Scindia said today? He said Jyotiraditya Scindia said the following things. He said that उस संगठन के माध्यम से कोई देश सेवा नहीं कर सकता. He said you cannot serve the country from that party.
Vadra, Priyanka Vadra and Sonia Vadra and others. I mean, they all sit on a dining table and discuss whatever they want to.
He was today, so much of dissatisfied with the Congress. Then why has he not left after losing the Guna election? Though I am not supposed to comment on the other political party affairs. But I would like to ask you one thing.
The opportunity and there are leaders who are already in queue and they're just waiting for the right time.
Other than the left Communist Party and the left parties, this type of opportunism of firearm, gairam exists in BJP, Congress. Even some of the BJP MLAs of Madhya Pradesh have joined the Congress.
Sir, where is left? Where is left? Let's talk about that.
Gairam, then why have they shifted them to ITC Manesar? They have shifted all their MLAs to ITC Manesar. If they were not afraid of firearm, gairam, why have they shifted their MLAs? So, what you have seen with whom the BJP have aligned with unethical
even once when BJP
that in IP,
people have shifted to other parties. Tell me one occasion, or tell me once when party was divided. I mean, I can tell you doesn't have time. When Congress was divided, this new Vadra Congress has been divided so many times.
In Karnataka, Manipur and Goa, RP Singh. RP Singh, you know your political party. You are a senior person in BJP. You are one of the senior persons in BJP.
I know what you are talking about, but if people
don't you know what your party have done to Advani ji? Don't you know what your party have done to Munni Manor Joshi ji? Don't you know that what your party has given a attitude to Mr. Yashwant Sinha? Everybody knows this fight among the youngs and the old goes on in your political parties. It is just all an opportunism. He wanted to be a Rajya Sabha member at number 1 in Madhya Pradesh seat. So that is what he wanted.
No, that's not the point. That's not the point. I'd like Prafulla back with Vijay Krishna. And Prafulla, one minute. Vijay Krishna just abused Jyotiraditya Scindia in many ways. But he must know. Prafulla, one minute.
Unfortunate to see Jyotiraditya Scindia parting ways with Congress. I wish things could have been resolved collaboratively within the party. Sachin Pilot just tweeted. That shows what is happening with Vadra Congress.
Praful Ketkaji, I would like to ask you, in Tamil Nadu, in the presence of ex-shipping minister Pon Radhakrishnan and Muralidhar Rao, you have invited late Veerappan smuggler, Veerappan's daughter into BJP's fold. Now, are you endorsing the smuggling of red sandals officially? Is BJP officially endorsing Veerappan's family? Will Veerappan's daughter condemn its father? You are teaching morality about politics. Shame on you. You are inducting those motor mouths like Radha Ravi, who keeps on dividing Tamils and Telugus in Tamil Nadu. And
we are questioning Vadra Congress right to teach morality. Whatever ills of Congress today, so all the ills of Nehru Gandhi family has to be taken by Vadra.
Can you apologize before India that we have endorsed late
Swiss bank account,
smuggler Veerappan's family, inviting them to enter the party? What's happening?
I think first of all to Vijay Krishna we should tell him. Anand, we should inform Vijay Krishna. Vijay, can you be quiet for a minute, please? 1 minute, please. Vijay Krishna. Vijay, don't shout. Vijay, don't shout.
I also want Swachh Bharat in politics.
Vijay, your party leader Sanjay Raut said about Jyotiraditya Scindia this morning. Will you be quiet? Will you be quiet?
Mr. Vijay.
Vijay, will you be quiet? Vijay, will you be quiet? Thank you. Your leader Sanjay Raut said about Jyotiraditya Scindia this morning. He said, Jyotiraditya Scindia is a very popular leader. He had worked very hard. This is Sanjay Raut, Shiv Sena said. If he had received the due respect that he deserved in his party, then the Madhya Pradesh government would not be in danger. This is the Sonia Sena's own Sanjay Raut. He said this today. So you need to understand, writing is on the wall. Everybody knows the most insecure, dispensable, people who are actually despised across the entire country is this one family, the Vadra family. Everyone wants them out. People want people like Amrinder Singh to become the Congress party president. If Jyotiraditya Scindia had been made the Congress party president, or even if Sachin Pilot is made tomorrow, it will make a dramatic difference to the fortunes of this party. But no, this country has rejected them. Don't you understand that? I ask you, DK Giri, has the country rejected the Vadras or not? Answer that question. Has the country rejected? Is it not time for the Vadra Congress to reclaim its existence and become the Congress again, not the Vadra Congress? I mean, besides some psycho chamchas or psychopaths in the Latvian media, who cares for the Vadras?
They are doing it. They are both mother and son are in the parliament, and if the country will reject them, they will find their way. But so far, they are honourable members of the parliament, both mother and son, and the party is there. But I am worried about the BJP's political standards. They will welcome anybody to break other parties. This is not ethical.
Jyotiraditya Scindia is not an anybody.
MPs. Why are they feeling insecure?
How is Jyotiraditya Scindia as anybody?
They're feeling insecure.
How is Jyotiraditya Scindia an anybody?
Yes, he is a dynast. He is ex-royal, and he does not fit into BJP scheme of things. You see, he has been attacking BJP for all these years, and suddenly he's welcomed into BJP. What happens to BJP?
Suddenly.
Why are
he was in Congress for 19 years.
3 MPs.
Then they were not calling him a dynast.
I can understand Congress being insecure.
But the moment he ditches Congress and joins BJP, he's become a dynast.
And destabilizing governments. What is the political standard there?
As far as Professor Vashne is concerned,
talk about them.
Like a true blue communist he is as devoid of facts as any person can be.
Asking you
Professor Vashne,
what is Sadhvi Pragya Thakur in BJP?
I am asking you, do you know who is Debendranath Roy?
Politics of Sadhvi Pragya
who is Debendranath Roy? Who's Lakshman Nath? Who's Nikunj Paik? These are CPIM netas who along with 300 CPIM netas ditched CPIM and joined BJP and Congress.
I will never excuse.
And 5 minutes ago, he was talking about CPIM never does this. It's only BJP and Congress आया राम गया राम. अपने लोगों को तो पहचानिए, प्रोफेसर वाशने.
What is Chinmay?
अपने लोगों के नाम तो याद रखिए.
वो बापू आसाराम, ये सारे बाबाओं के यहाँ बीजेपी के लीडर क्यों डांस करते हैं? बीजेपी के लीडर डांस करते हैं ना. You are a spokesperson of BJP. You are a spokesperson of BJP. I am asking you. What is Sadhvi Pragya, Bapu Asaram?
Why don't you tell me?
Ram Rahim, Baba Ram.
कल तक तो मैं CIA एजेंट था. आज मैं स्पोक्सपर्सन हो गया.
आप क्या हैं? Sadhvi Pragya and the Hindu Sena.
Why don't you tell me who was Debendranath Roy?
What is this? Do you support that?
आंसर करना नहीं है आपको.
Is it ethical to have these type of organizations in the country? I condemn all communal organizations. You also condemn all communal organizations.
And your logo is hammer and sickle.
I request you, being a professor
your thoughts
of JNU, please
and your tools are 115 years old.
I think the bigger issue is that the bigger issue is people are beginning to see through. The important point to realize today is that, and let's get Manisha on this. I think Manisha can debate here on this. That with Manisha versus Syed Asad Abbas. The point is, the Vadras have used a national party as a family business, right? And now, if Priyanka Vadra feels now I'm going to project my son as the next face, right? Or Robert Vadra begins to think that I now also have a chance. You know, before this gets worse, it must be stopped. You see, the Vadras today are like a gangrene on the Indian political system. It has to be excised. You don't compromise with a gangrene, do you? I mean, Manisha, Priyam, you have to, the biggest point today is the country has changed. No, there will be some people like you, Syed, but a lot of people are reasonable. They are beginning to say that you cannot have a family. There are no internal elections in the Congress party, you know that? There are no elections in the Congress party. You've just taken one minute.
It is
you ask Manisha, this family can only piggyback on others to come to power. Even in Jharkhand, they piggyback on Hemant Soren. They get a vote share of 14%. In Maharashtra, they get a vote share of 15%. They piggyback on somebody else. Now, you know what? This is not the way a national party functions. It's over. It's over. Even if there was no mother-son fight, it would be over. I'd like Manisha to take that. Because you see, any political leader or family must contribute to the party in order to benefit from it. 1 second, Manisha.
The simple question that I ask is,
Manisha,
one of the states that you named, Jharkhand, just went to...
Since the day...
Syed, listen to her, please.
He supported the article...
Syed, listen to her, please.
Article 370.
One of the states
question that waylaid out here is very simple, Arnab.
Listen to her, Syed. I asked you to stop, please. The question was to...
Karnataka.
Syed, 1 second. The question was to Manisha, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Thank you. The question was about the fact that this family has no electoral contribution. Thank you.
Just to apprise you of the ground situation of this political party called the Indian National Congress Party, one of its strongest histories in the state of Jharkhand, where there were the Tana Bhagats who used to come out and on the day of the election go and look for the Congress symbol and vote for them. Now that is history. What was the present? Mr. Ajay Kumar, who is now a part of the Aam Aadmi Party, he and another chieftain of the Congress Party fought their battles on the streets.
I'm aware of that, ma'am.
Mr. Ajay Kumar came in, wanted to speak to Mr. Rahul Gandhi, did not happen, left the party, went to the the Aam Aadmi Party.
My simple question
you
to
come
you
to
is,
Bihar,
are you trying to say BJP has nothing to do with this?
He's asking a question to you, Manisha. 1 second.
There is no
He's asking a question. Manisha, here's Syed's question to you. He's actually asking a question to you. Go on, Syed. Keep it brief. Ask her the question, but keep it brief for God's sake, Syed.
Okay. Ma'am, the simple question that I ask you today is, ma'am, you've made a very valid point there, but I ask you, ma'am, is that a mere coincidence that 20-odd MLAs of Jyotiraditya Scindia supporting him have come to a BJP-ruled state of mine, which is Karnataka, and here in Bengaluru, they are hobnobbing with the local BJP MLAs. Why so, ma'am? Is there a deal between Jyotiraditya Scindia that he will topple the Kamal Nath government, bring back Shivraj Chauhan, also have his man as a deputy, take the Rajya Sabha membership?
Why not?
And also
what's so immoral about it?
Is that the art of the
what is so immoral about it? No, I'm sorry.
Arnab,
Manisha, before you respond, Manisha, before you respond, I want to ask Syed, what's so immoral about it? Jyotiraditya Scindia is a politician. If he comes to the BJP, he'll say, of course, I would like to be a minister, I'd like to be an MP.
Gave you
what's it?
Ministry
No, what are you saying? What are you saying?
Father swore for
Priyanka Vadra is in politics for saving the country.
Isn't it immoral?
Priyanka and Robert Vadra are doing this out of charity. Or for the 2 crore rupees from Rana Kapoor. Come on.
Ministry,
don't be ridiculous on the debate. Saraf is countering you, Saraf.
UPA 1 he had in ministry.
Since last 10 years he was working at ground zero.
After
he has
enjoying
created
all
space
the ministries,
for Congress.
all the planned posts, you said Tata goodbye.
Shivraj Chauhan
What a
was at
greedy
the helm of
man.
affairs.
This sense is of opportunism. This reeks of opportunism.
Oh
Nothing
my
more
God.
than opportunism.
Who is greedy?
Jyotiraditya Scindia
who has
is a greedy
disrespected
man.
Jyotiraditya Scindia? It is the Congress who has disrespected Jyotiraditya Scindia. He being a youth leader, he created space and Kamal Nath make it a point that he should lose his seat.
He said, Chaukidar chor hai. Chaukidar chor hai. And how Modi ji has welcomed him in the party.
That is only at the time of elections. When we are contesting elections, there used to be lots of debates between two parties. But after election, it is the ideological thought. It is the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, what he has told today. He openly spoke like this. The country is safe in the hands
Anyway, I think the Vadras are truly history. In fact, I actually wonder why.
You are so
I truly wonder why the Congress family, Congress party clings on to them. There must be something more to it. Maybe it's got to do with something to do with money. I strongly suspect it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the most dispensable, the most useless, the most incompetent, the most revoltingly entitled family of Indian politics is also a big liability. They need to be packed off. Finally, ladies and